Okie dokie, it's been a while, but in a couple of weeks where we've landed a fucking, what's it called, robot-y thing on a asteroid, meteorite. Kim Kardashian has used her arse to try and destroy the internet. Ebola's running rampant. All that shit's going on. What is the one thing that has annoyed the fuck out of me? I shall tell you what has annoyed the fuck out of me this week. It's politicians and journalists sort of speak, for want of a better word. I noticed it recently, it does my head in anyway, but last night I was watching the local news. The local news annoys me anyway at the best of times, but I was watching it for a specific reason. Fuck, that's hot. The specific reason being that yesterday in concert some old woman got plowed over by a car and apparently trapped under a car, and the air ambulance had to come and all that shit. And I thought, hey, something's actually happened for once. Let's watch the news and see what they said about it. And of course they said fuck all about it, because there was important stories to cover, like a couple whose hotel had been cancelled, so they couldn't go and stay in a hotel in Abu Dhabi. That was obviously more important than, you know, real news. Anyway, I digress. What it is, see, I'm doing it now. This is doing to illustrate a point. It's when politicians talk, and particularly people on the news, and they can't do anything without moving their hands all the time. What the fuck is that all about? Why do they do that? Politicians tend to do the, I've got an invisible box, I'm going to put my invisible box over here, I'm going to move my invisible box over here and put my invisible box over there, my invisible box got bigger, my invisible box got smaller. That's the way they tend to talk. You'll get a politician who will be talking and will reiterate a point by moving their hands. What the ever-loving fuck? Why do they feel the need to punctuate their sentence like that and constantly be doing things with their hands? And it happened, I noticed last night, nearly every reporter on the local news, every time there was a news story, the reporter would be talking, and then they would have the camera on the person they were actually interviewing, and whoever it was they were interviewing managed to talk to the camera, like I am right now, and they didn't move their hands. They were just talking, being interviewed, not moving their hands. Then you'd switch back to the interviewer, who would have a question to ask regarding the closing of the unit in Jarrow where people go to. I wanted to put my fucking foot through the screen. Why can't they talk without moving their hands and looking like they're having a fucking epileptic fit? What the fuck? It annoys the life out of me. If you don't believe me, just watch local news. I don't know if it happens in America so much or other countries. If it may just be particular to the UK. I don't know. But you'll find a lot of, like I say, local reporters didn't actually watch the main news. And I think they do it on the main news as well. Usually if you get a political reporter standing outside of Downing Street at 10 o'clock at night, which, that's another thing that wastes. What the fuck is that all about? There's nothing happening, no news. Let's go and stand somebody in Downing Street at 10 o'clock at night when it's pitch dark and fuck all's going on, to stand and talk to camera and say, hey look, I'm actually here at Downing Street. Who gives a shit? The story doesn't change depending where you're at. Why do that? It's like, hey, it's been snowing, let's send somebody out in the middle of fucking nowhere in a 6-foot high snowdrift so people can see what snow looks like. We all know what snow looks like, but not only will they tell you what snow looks like, they'll say, I'm here in the Dales where 6 foot of snow has fallen overnight and landed on the hills like we've never seen before. Oh, annoying, very annoying. So yes, politicians and journalists, both irritating at the best of times, even more so when their hands seem to take on a life of their own. I don't get it. I don't get it. It annoys the fuck out of me. It needs to be stopped. What I want to do is, I'd love to actually, if I had the means, motive and opportunity, to follow around news reporters when they're doing stories, and every time one of them starts talking in this broken fashion, as they do, and moving their arms, just fucking bitch smack them upside the back of the head. Reels. Fucking bat right across the back of the fucking head. Go knock it off. We're not stupid, we don't need. It's like, people, would you like a cuppa? I don't need fucking mime to know what a cuppa is. Oh, there's somebody on the phone for you. I know what a fucking phone is. I don't need sign language. I'm not deaf. I can hear. Does my head in? There's no need for it. We don't need to illustrate speech with physical hand movements. It's silly, it's stupid, it makes you look retarded. Don't do it. Okay. And breathe. And drink some more coffee. And if you have any points on this, if you disagree with me, if you think do we need sentences punctuated with constant hand movements and everybody talking like fucking Shatner did in Star Trek, then tell me I'm wrong. I'm not wrong, but tell me why you think I'm wrong, and we'll have a little bit of a back and forth. See, that's illustrating the point again, back and forth, because we need hands to talk. And I will tell you why you're wrong. Okay, I'm going to fucking upload this now and drink my coffee and try not to watch any politicians or journalists because they annoy me so. So till the next time, this is the Miserable Brit saying fuck you all. Goodbye.